chasing crypto dreams. Chains unlock, liberty on display. We ride the futures, night turns into day. Upload my soul to the neon light. Trading tomorrow in the endless night. Liquidations crash, big gains awake. Freedom worldwide and the risk we take. Red and green, the charts collide. Algorithms roar on the rising tide. Orders firing, wallets ignite. In global markets we claim our right. Matrix walls collapsing. System breach confirmed. All chains connected. Freedom written in lines of code. A global rebellion. The network explodes. Every loss, every gain. A sacred hymn. Outside the matrix, the new world begins. Upload my soul to the neon light. Trade in the future in the endless night. Crypto flows where the signals break. Worldwide freedom, the path we take.
Welcome to Transcend Money Community. Another day in the crazy crypto markets. Let's see how is the price of Bitcoin right now. What happened in the last 24 hours? Just in yesterday videos, the Spanish one. We were talking about this support and the 114 entry price and the worst case scenario that was $108,000. Let's see in the order book for the new people. As you know, this is a regular candle chart with its spheres red and green. That means powerful sells or buy in the market, and then we have the yellow horizontal lines that are basically the prices that have more liquidity or where the institutions are placing a lot of money right now. And we can see now there are a lot of shorts in the region of the $13,000. And the interesting part is like when the whales come here, we can see like a big sell here in the sphere. But before this, let me check if in the chat there is someone telling me if the audio and video is right. Please let me know in the comments down below. And so here we have the biggest sphere and the big sells, right? A lot of sells in volume, but also in just one trade. And we can see here the spike of selling volume, and here also. And also we have that in the X of Transcend Money Community. We can see how the big whales start to sell very strong. Let's see which was, this one was the last one. No, in fact this one was the last one. This was Sunday, and then we had here 26 million in one trade, 30 million in another trade, 28 million, and then we had some trades that they were trying to stop the price from falling down, or some longs, right? And So I would like in this video to analyze a little bit in detail what happened, but first we're gonna see what's going on right now in the order book, and then we're gonna try to predict which is the most probable scenario and which is gonna be the best strategy. So, okay, we had this move from the 14,000 that didn't hold. In fact, look how precise is this. This was a drop of 2%. And if we get closer, we can see that the volume start to increase here. In this point, seems that the volume was not extremely high in this minute. Let's say 15 minutes. Yeah, it's still not high. So that means that they took from the order book the money, and then the price broke the support line from the trend line that is coming from the beginning of the last bull run. And we can see all these candles that they were not touching the support, but they were very close. And finally, they broke up with volume. Here was a big spike of volume, but luckily we have a big bounce. And now we are in a range, so we have to decide what's going to happen. We see here a big whale in the previous hour was trying to enter very strong long. And here we have all these shorts. That is quite a lot of volume, by the way. So it doesn't seem that it's going to break the 13,500. But all these shorts that we had here very strong in the, longs in the 11,500. Now the volume went down dramatically. So what we can expect is, like, first of all, it's difficult for the price to rise now. Even we have here another one in the 114,340. So what we're gonna do for the next hours, we're gonna place this range from the 113,100 up to 600. This is gonna be the range we're gonna use right now to show that here there is a lot of shorts. So it's a resistance, right, from the 600 to the 100, something like this. This is right now the resistance we had, like this we had yesterday, and we bounced there. So we're gonna take out this one and these ones, and then let's go for the strategy, because now we are in a tricky point, right? The price have to decide if we're gonna do kind of I wouldn't call W, but if at least we can attack the 113,000. So today I don't know what happened, but I don't have the feedback. I don't have the chat. Let me check just in case we have something wrong very quickly. And then we're gonna go for the strategy we can do. So now we mark where do we have some shorts, and then I want to mark this one because this is quite important also. 114,340. Let's mark this one because this is a little bit higher in this region, right? In this resistance. So here we have the region. This one I don't like because it's below the trend line that is coming from the last bull run. This one I like most because it's basically showing this resistance, right? So in my opinion, here is the critical point. So seems everything is okay. Let me check if, okay, perfect. So let's go for it. And then what we can see is that we have not support. Not really strong support. This is super weird. This is super strange. So basically, in my opinion, what's going on right now is that most of the market is thinking that we're gonna bounce to the 1300, let's say 500. So basically, one of the two. Or And for me, this is too low. I was expecting a little bit higher, because in my mind, what I was expecting is something like going here, right? But seems already the market is bearish. Is they don't think they're gonna pass through this big block of sell orders in Binance futures. So what I think is that the fight is gonna be hard. Also, as you know, the 13th of September, we have FTX is gonna sell a lot of crypto, like $1.5 billion, so that can affect also to the markets. From the other side, we have in hourly oversold, in the RSI, in 4 hours is oversold, and daily is below neutral. So what that means to me, that yeah, we can have the bounce to the 113,500, and there we have to check what is going on in the order book, because that can be critical, meaning that if the order book is still strong here with a lot of shorts, that can push again the price down. Right now we have liquidations at 113,600, you see? So basically it's going to liquidate the shorts. So push to liquidate shorts, and then maybe it's gonna go down. And even we don't have the 108, we don't have, oh, the 100,000 is loading liquidity. So we have to pay a lot of attention, because this retest or liquidations of shorts, this one, is critical to see the reaction. Because if you see, this could be a W in hourly, so that means that can push, let's say from here will be, yeah, around this one. So nicely done. So we can yeah, do something like maybe like this, push this one, and then we have to check what's going on in this fight for the resistance, if we can push again up, or it's gonna be too much selling pressure and it's gonna push the price down. That yesterday we had this 108,000, but today is not here. So I'm gonna take it out, and it's this weird gap of scare longs, not big longs right now. So let's see if the market buyers, they can push the price up to create the W in the next hours. So here is gonna be the challenge, right? Okay, fantastic. And let me show you what happened yesterday, because yesterday we were in this situation, right? Sunday. So we were saying, here we have a support, and here resistance very strong, extremely strong. And we were saying that the resistance is very strong here, but in the next hours probably is gonna keep this level, and yes, the level was hold. But let's see in detail what happened. So the first thing I see is, like, you see, as we saw in the chart, suddenly they took out these orders, they bring it down. This order, they were filled. We are UTC plus 2. Let me put UTC so everyone can have the same reference. So this is UTC time. This was at 10 p.m. Sorry, 12 midnight, 22 of September, UTC time, Universal Time. And also we had some volume, selling volume, right? By the way, how do we have the funding rate? The funding rate is very low, meaning there are a lot of shorts. So probably they're gonna go to liquidate shorts. I have some entrance here, 105 and 100,000. And yes, and then the still people entering long, but look at this. They were here a big long, and a big whale make a big sell at exactly the long, the big long, so to take all the liquidity, and keep pushing down, and then was enough to keep the price with this long, a little bit of buy pressure, and finally a big whale enter and make a big purchase, and the longs went out, meaning not out, but the oh look, it's increasing now, 166. So maybe we're gonna retest this point first. 111. No, again they took out, you see. So this is the average of the last hour. So still they took out liquidity, so that means they're expecting the bounce, maybe the retest of that area, that now there is a lot of liquidity for to enter short. So here is the challenge, right? There are some people that enter here in long, and I don't know if they stop loss or not, because it's very close to the 2%. Maybe no, eh? It's very close to 2%. I think it's exactly 2%. That will be insane. That will be insane. Let me check. Not almost 2%, but it's not. In the no, but you see, from the 114,000, it's not 2%, huh? It's not 2%. So it's not a stop loss for most people with 2%. Let's see if we have a spike down and then close the stop loss from this trend line. But the ones from this trend line, they're stop loss, that's for sure. So for me now, there is not entry point right now. Or here, that is quite risky, or there is not clear entry point yet. For the people that already enter in 114,000 and they're still alive, maybe still a chance to break this and retest. But in the retest, we have to pay a lot of attention how the liquidity move to keep the long open or not. So for me, today is not trading zone. Today is not trading zone. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Probably this 108,000 could be, but not yet. Or this one, the 111,500, but not yet. Because this one maybe is for scalping, right? Because we have the 1 hour and 4 hours RSI in, oversold. So maybe there is a chance. But right now, for me, it's not clear if the price after retest the 113,500, what is gonna do? If it's gonna break or not. So for me, that's the interesting point, or the deciding point, right? So if quickly we going to check Ethereum, let's see. Wow, Ethereum is 3,555, the point that I will go. There is a retest, yes, and can go up to 5,000. We have all this region that is a lot of grids, but let's go for the grid that we have right now. 4,100, 4,050, and 4,000. So there is a grid right now to the 4,000, and then a strong one in the 3,785. There is another grid, and then here is probably the strong one. Wow, 3,555. Quite impressive. But seems that this one, the, let's say 3,800, there is a grid, and the 4,000. That will be the two entry points for me right now. And then a strong resistance at 4,300. Let's see how we had yesterday the chart. So we lost the support. We had 3 supports and we lost all of them. In fact, the first one and the second one, we didn't have any fight. Was the third one that we have like 3 hours fight. In the second one, we have trying to recover the level. Let's see. Yeah, it was a little bit lower than we had. So we had the first one, we don't have any reaction. The second one, we had a reaction trying to recover the point. But the selling pressure, you can see that was quite strong. And then to break this, the third one, also the volume was very strong and still trying to keep up. And then was a brutal spike of selling. That this probably was the liquidation of all the longs, right? But look at the previous volume compared with the new volume. So the volume we had this Monday was quite strong. For that reason, we have the Sunday video that we have to be careful because the volatility, the order book showed that the volatility can increase a lot, right? So there we go. And let's clean the levels and go for the new ones, right? So how impressive is this? We have the 4,000 and I'm gonna put the 3,750. Obviously there is from the, I think I'm gonna put all the area because it's quite a large liquidity from the 4,100 until here. In fact, it's 380, a little bit higher. This region will be the one that is all the grid, all the buys, right? And I think probably this will be the interesting point, like 3,700, that is the trend line that is coming from the last bull run. This will be a brutal retest of this region. And for Solana, we went through all the, let me put 1 hour. So we had this strong support. We touched like for almost 24 hours. And then at this point, at midnight also, UTC, we have a sell-off. Here we have the spike of volume. Plus, they took out the liquidity from the order book. Because we can see here, there's a big spike of sells. And we didn't have this strong move. So that, sorry, this one. That means to me that they moved the liquidity from the order book. Then they keep the fight inside all this liquidity pool for in longs. And then at this point, they took out again liquidity from the order book, plus a little bit of selling volume. And then in this spike, that was 6 a.m. UTC, we have a big sell-off here. Look, the volume is quite impressive. I would say is we didn't have this volume since 25 of August. So it's a quite big spike of volume. We had that also in X with there's one whale here from Solana. This was in fact protecting the one that make the comeback of the spike, right? This is from Solana. In fact, not. This is at 8 a.m. UTC. So it was a little bit later, no? Here. At 8 a.m. Wow. So these are the crypto markets. So probably new opportunities, and still, especially for Solana, we have to check if the paying the debt from the FTX, the $1.6 billion in several cryptos, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, from FTX to pay the debt, can the institutions that they receive the money, the crypto, they're gonna, like Grayscale or something like this, they're gonna sell off or not, because that can create a huge opportunity to buy crypto for low price, because can detonate a lot of liquidations, and with that can make a big drop in the price of all the cryptos, and with that we can have a good opportunity to rebuy at lower prices, right? Let me check. Still, for me, I'm not 100% in crypto. I'm 70-30 right now. And let's go for the probably what could be the last retest, in my opinion. So let's go for it. Thank you very much to everyone. I wish you very good luck with your positions. I wish you health, wealth, and love, and see you in the next video.